We've all had moments that break us down, searching for light when the world spins round. But in those cracks, the purpose is born, a new way to live when the old is torn. It's more than a story, it's the rise from the fall, a place where your purpose starts to call. With Dr. Stephenson, wisdom takes flight, turning your pain into hope, into light. Collide with purpose, embrace the change. Every story's got a fire in its flame. Tune in, listen, find your way to take life's hardest hits and turn the page. In the podcast, the truth is found. Collide with purpose, let love abound. From heartbreak to strength, the lessons unfold. It's about how we rise, not the stories we've told. Guests with their journeys, sharing their light. In every collision, there's power in sight. It's more than a talk, it's the wisdom we gain through every struggle, through every pain. With conversations that open the door to purpose, to power, to so much more. Collide with purpose, embrace the change. Every story's got a fire in its flame. Tune in, listen, find your way to take life's hardest hits and turn the page. In the podcast, the truth is found. Collide with purpose, let love abound. So come as you are, with your scars and fears. This is the place where the truth appears. Turn your trials into stepping stones. Find the strength to claim your throne. Collide with purpose, embrace the change. Every story's got a fire in its flame. Tune in, listen, find your way to take life's hardest hits and turn the page. In the podcast, truth is found. Collide with purpose, let love abound. A collision with purpose, your journey starts here. In every conversation, we'll wipe away fear. Find your purpose, let your life ignite. With Dr. Stephenson, you'll find your light.
Greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to Life-Changing Conversations to Inspire Action. I am your host, Dr. Laxley Stephenson. Today, we're honored to bring you another powerful story that speaks to the courage of dreaming beyond your circumstances and the beauty of purpose lived out. But before we begin, I am joined today by a very special guest host, someone whose heart for people, passion for storytelling, and ability to draw out the soul behind the story makes her conversation richer. Please help me welcome Jacinta Medici, a brilliant creative in her own right, and someone who brings warmth, wisdom, and clarity to every conversation she's a part of. Jacinta, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Laxley. I've been looking forward actually to this show, and I'm so grateful to be part of this space. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So how you doing, by the way? How are you?
I'm doing great, very, very great actually. I'm just, um, I'm just so happy and grateful to have a meaningful conversation, a life-changing conversation with our today's guest, Tida Derrick. Yeah, so let's hope to learn something from
All
his
right. So
story.
before
Yes.
we get to our guests, let's talk to you. Let's have hear from you. You know, since the last time we spoke in this show, many things happened, right? There was some commotion, there were some things happening in your life. You know, you're an artist yourself, you're creative, you're doing all kinds of things. Talk to me about your music. How is that going?
Hmm. First of all, let me take this opportunity to say thank you to the Collision with Purpose movement. Of course, I had a chance to do a theme song for the Collision, which is a milestone to my creative art in the creative art industry. Actually, it's a milestone. Let me say it's an achievement, a very big achievement. So thanks to you, the president, for that chance. Also, these who are listening to me, of course, they're supposed to be ready to get some good music from Mudaisy, of course, me, JC Kenya, the Rumba Girl, and Shella Topstar, who is a Jamaican artist, a producer, and a sound engineer. So something is cooking. At least this song is featuring someone not from Kenya, but from Jamaica, which is an achievement to me. So I can say that is how much I've got as far as my music is concerned, and I'm so grateful. So, what is awaiting me, of course, is we are planning to. Of course, I've found a lady who is singing. She's called Tinangaya. We want to do a duo, kind of a show, like me and her. So we are looking for some shows. So very soon we shall be sending advertisement of our shows, and we shall be welcoming those who can be able to join us or even online. We will be doing that.
Mm.
Yeah, and then the studio thing, of course. Next week I've scheduled a studio session. So maybe I'll just let them know that there's some things really cooking, and it's gonna be big. Yeah. Thank you.
Mm. Some things are cooking, and we're not talking about the kitchen, right? We're not talking about cooking in the kitchen. Cooking up some music, and other things are going on in your life. I know you're very involved with the social scene and the political scene in Kenya. What's going on with that?
Pardon? The political what?
I know that you're very involved with the political scene in Kenya and the youth movement. What can you share with us where that is concerned?
Hmm. Maybe as a community advocate, of course, I advocate for sexual reproductive and right in any matter related to the community, and I can say the JC that I am today is as a result of what I do at the community. So, uh, in the political state of Kenya, I can say that as a youth, I'm playing a role of advocating or mobilizing youths to take uh, the initiative of doing a democratic right during the coming election, whereby they can make a decision of bringing in the leader they wish to have. So by so doing, urging youths to register as voters, so that we can make a change. I think that is my role as for now. Yes.
Your rule for now. And I recall in our last conversation, you said something to the effect that don't make decision for us, make decisions with us. And I thought that was such a profound, powerful statement to make, you know. So I know you're working for your county, you're working on a committee for the anthem, to build an anthem. How's that going?
Wow. The county anthem right now, as we speak, almost 2 weeks ago, we were doing public participation. And this week, when those who are interested to compose the anthem, we have the guidelines already on county's social media platform. So there are guidelines to follow when coming up with the anthem. So I think that is now the stage at which we are right now. We have already posted the guideline. We are sharing on our social media platform. So those who cannot access the county platforms and they know JC, of course, I've shared them in my social media handles. So we are trying that to disseminate the information so that it can reach to plenty of artists who are interested in writing the anthem. Because for the winners, of course, there's some awards to be won, and it's gonna be big, yeah.
Awesome. So, and I know that will go well, and you will have great participation from the youth and all the members of the society. Now, let me say welcome to Jacob. He is checking in from all the way from Ghana. We have Moody Brian, welcome, and we have Sitawa Kisiangani, or a good friend. Thanks for joining us, Elizabeth. We really appreciate you coming on. All right. So we keep sending you love and healing prayers as always. So thanks for joining us. So we have a guest, and I know we're having some technical difficulties. So we're hoping that everything is working out with him. And powerful gentleman, he'll be coming on later. So thanks for joining us, Chrison from Jamaica. So we have folks joining us from all over the world. All right. So let's bring our guest on. And today we welcome a man whose journey embodies resilience, creativity, and purpose. From the hills of Viega County to the heart of Kenya's creative movement, Derek Tida Inyana has used every tool at his disposal to tell stories, build community, and inspire action. He is a playwright, actor, spoken word artist, narrator, stage director, songwriter, and a professional chef. I want to hear about that one. All right. Plus, he's the founder of Creative Family, a vibrant collective that empowers youth through the arts. But beyond the titles, he is someone who has gained and remained grounded in humility, unity, and the heartbeat of his culture. So let's bring him on. Tida, how are you? Still having technical difficulties. Tida, can you hear us? No, we're still having some technical difficulties. All right, we'll get back to Tida. His story is worth waiting on, right? All right, so hi, Daniel. Thanks for joining us again from Kenya. So, Jacinta, you're an artist, and
Yes.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna ask you to do a song for us. Do you mind?
I don't mind. Today we are really expecting Tida, of course, to be our boss today, but I don't mind. I will want to like preach peace right now for Kenya by my very original song. It says Wakenya tupendane tuwe na umoja. Kenyans, let's unite and love one another. So it's kind of a prayer. At the same time, it's a song that I wrote for my dear country. So I will sing that in chorus, and then I will look for a song that suits everyone, maybe an English song. But for this one, it's a Swahili song. I'll translate it here. Wakenya tupendane tuwe na umoja. Wakenya tupendane tuwe na umoja. Tushirikiane kwa kujenga taifa. Tushirikiane kwa kujenga taifa. Tuache chuki. Wakenya tupendane tuwe na umoja. Wakenya tupendane tuwe na umoja. Tushirikiane kwa kujenga taifa. Tushirikiane kwa kujenga taifa. Tuache chuki. So it goes ahead and say, mbona uwe mwenzako juu ya kabila? Should you kill your neighbor or your fellow Kenyan just because of tribalism? Mbona uwe mwenzako juu ya kabila? Mbona uwe mwenzako juu ya kabila? Mvua ikinyesha inatunyeshea sisi sote, jua likiwa kali inatuwakia sisi sote. Tunaongozwa na rais mmoja na tunalindwa na Mungu mmoja. Wakenya tupendane, tupendana kimya. Wakenya tupendane, tuwe na umoja. Wakenya tupendane, tuwe na umoja. Tushirikiane kwa kujenga taifa. Tushirikiane kwa kujenga taifa. Tuache chuki. When the rain rains, it rains to all of us. It doesn't choose only JC's place. You know, God is very much fair. So when it's sunshine, it shines all over the world. It is not choosy. So if God is love, why can't we exercise the same? Okay. And also, it goes ahead and states that our tradition is different. You know, we have different tribes as Kenyans. We have Luo, Luyas, Kalenjins. You know, we have different tribes in Kenya. But what this song is saying, even if we have different traditions, we need to stick together. We need to unite together. Those differences are supposed to bring us together and work together in unity. So it says, tamaduni zetu ni tofauti, lakini sisi ni kitu kimoja. Tofauti zetu zituunganishe, na wasihi wa Kenya wenzangu, tusiwe na chuki kati yetu, nasema tusiwe na matata kati yetu, tusiwe na ubaguzi. Tupendane kimya, Wakenya, tupendane kimya, Wakenya, tupendane kimya, Wakenya tuishi kwa amani. So tupendane kimya, maybe Doc, you'll be shocked, or those who are listening right now, they're like, what do you mean by tovandana kimya? So tovandana kimya is a Lingala phrase which means tuishi kwa amani, tuishi kwa amani. Let's live in peace despite our differences. Let's live in peace. Let's not discriminate each other. Yes. Thank you so much.
Let's live in peace. Let's not discriminate. These are what a message to send this beautiful evening, Kenya evening, right? All right, so let's bring on Tida. He's back on, and all right, Tida, welcome back, man.
Thank you, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'm from a certain village that has network issues. We have to go on top of a tree for us to be heard.
How far on top of the tree are you right now? How far? I hope you didn't go too far.
I'm just hanging on a branch praying that all goes well.
All will go, well. And I appreciate you. We talk about you as being a resilient man, and you're showing that today, and so you belong here. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us today. Now, let's get started, right, with you sharing just a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Inyanya Derrick Akaranga, and I go by the name Tida. Most of the people in the art industry know me as Tida. And Tida is a youth or a gentleman from Vihiga, Kenya. Vihiga County is in the western part of Kenya. And I come from a tiny village called Munugi. Yeah, that's why you're seeing we are having issues with network, because it's a very tiny village. And in this village, if you're not careful, when you walk around, you'll meet everyone. By the time you are blinking, you've walked all of the village. So that's why. And Derrick Inyanya is our firstborn in the family of 6. And he's a very enthusiast of art. I love art by passion. I love art by blood. And He's a God-fearing person, and he believes that if you take a step and make a move, then God will always have you covered. Yeah, that's Derek.
Oh, powerful. God
Yeah,
got your back. That's what I'm hearing you saying. Now, Tida, were
yeah.
there certain individuals, family members, teachers, neighbors who first saw this creativity in you?
Actually, I've been raised by a art family, starting from my grandmother to my grandfather to my dad to my mother. Everyone does art in our family, and they could doubt my eligibility to the family if I couldn't have done art. They would have questioned where I came from. So art, I was born and raised in art. Art has been my path all along.
Wow. All
Yeah,
along. You're born to be a creative, to create, to perform, and to do all these wonderful things that you do. I
yeah,
know Jacinta have some questions for you, but before we do, I want to play a quick video, right? I want to play a quick
yeah,
video.
yeah.
Vunja mifupa kama bado meno iko. Vunja mifupa kama bado meno iko. Utakujalia ukishapoteza muda wako. Utakujalia ukishapoteza muda wako. Profitez de l'occasion quand il est temps. Profitez de l'occasion quand il est temps. Vous regretterez d'avoir perdu votre temps mouillé. Vous regretterez d'avoir perdu votre temps bamba.
Wow. All right. What was that all about?
Okay, in Kenya, we say that art is the best way to pass message, and art is medicine to lots of the souls here in Kenya. And for me, mostly what I always do is I work on mental issues among us, not just the youth, but the society at large. So when someone sees such a thing, that person gets entertained. They laugh, and once you are happy, your mind is relaxed, and it reduces you from stress and stuffs.
Wow. That was
Yeah.
awesome. That was awesome. All right. I'm going to pass it to Jacinta because I know she's got questions for you.
Wow. I think I'm so much entertained. Tida, thank you so much for joining.
I'm
Despite
humbled.
this, yeah. So I'm going to ask you a few questions here.
Yeah.
Um how did your upbringing in Vihiga shape the man and artist you are today? Especially in terms of values like humility, resilience, and kinship.
Uh, Okay, growing up in Viga County, being the county of talent, has been also having some challenges. And I was raised from a humble. As much as we are a family of talent, I come from a very humble background. And a humble background, I mean that I have been raised by my dad and my stepmother, and so art was part and parcel of me trying to convince myself that indeed I'm at the right place, I'm in the right county, and growing up in art has taught me a lot of things. Art has taught me that when you connect with other people through art, you get to learn people more, and you get to realize that people are going through a lot more than you think. And so it gives you the energy, the zeal, and the power to keep going, because at the end of the day, we have a purpose in this life, and we have a goal. Each and every person has a goal. So growing in vigor and being surrounded with people in art has always gave me the strength and the power to move on. That's why I keep on doing art. I keep on shooting videos, doing content and everything.
And we have some contents here to show on our show today. We're grateful for that. You're a man from very modest background, and
Yeah.
there were moments as a child when you somewhat question your potential. What did you do? How did you
Yeah.
overcome those doubts?
So, sounds like I have to move to another branch. It's can you kindly repeat? I didn't get that.
You say
I'm
you're
humble.
you're from a modest background, right? Where there were
Yeah.
times growing up where, as a child, when you question your own potential. How did you
Yeah.
overcome those doubts?
Okay. In most cases, people feel like when you lack a certain person or something in life, then that's the end of you.
Mhm.
But now you see, if God doesn't, as they say, God doesn't put you in a situation that you cannot overcome. So growing up in such a situation has always made me feel like indeed, as much as maybe I'm lacking something, but still there are people out here who are watching me, and when I do art, they feel encouraged by me. If I start giving up, I start having the energy of not pushing, then I'll still give them another negative energy. And so when someone is watching at you, they're expecting much from you, and so you have to do as much as it's a challenge. You just have to push on and create that hope. So I think having such challenges didn't limit me from doing what I do.
Mm. Clearly, it did not. I'm gonna play another video. Right? Because these videos are hitting hard. So, so Peter, I see you have some practice climbing trees.
you, you see, I just told you in our area, trees are our savior. Like right now, actually there's some tree behind that tree that I'm on right now looking for network. So
That is awesome. That is awesome.
yeah,
Let me
but
move it
we
here.
have we have to keep the society happy, because at the end of the day, everyone is looking at us, and
Mhm.
being the firstborn, I have my younger siblings who are always looking up to me. And as a firstborn, if you go astray, then you're going to give every sibling of yours another impact of life. So you have just to show them that things are okay. As much as we are having challenges, life
Mhm.
has to go on. We have to stay happy always.
Is that a lot of pressure being that first?
Definitely, there's a lot of pressure because, here in Kenya, we say that when you're a firstborn, you're a deputy parent. So everyone is expecting much from you. When your parents are not around, you have to take responsibility, you have to take the role, you have to ensure that everything is in place, and you have also to advise your siblings. And you can't advise your siblings when you yourself you're not doing what's right, because they'll question your integrity. They'll question you like, you are telling us to do A, but now for you are doing something different. So you have
Mhm.
just to be a good role model for them to learn from you and expect much from you.
So it's not a case of do as I say, do as I do. So you lead by example. That's what I'm hearing.
True,
You got to
true,
get out
true,
there up front. All right, JC,
true.
I know you have questions. Let's do it.
Ah, my lord, Tida is going to kill me tonight. That's why I was looking forward towards this show, because I knew there was some comedian coming about. So Tida, thank you so much. I can see your jacket is Creative Family. It has a logo of Creative Family.
Yeah,
Means
yeah,
that
yeah. It,
Yeah, it means that creative families theater is really dearly to you. So
Yeah.
my question to you is, in a world that often pulls people away from their roots, you've remained deeply grounded. So why is cultural pride and identity so important in your journey?
Cultural pride and identity is so important because, they say we are defined by our culture. And being a member, actually, I'm a member of the cultural heritage of Viga County. I'm a youth. They call us young champions in culture. So, culture is key because at the end of the day, everyone comes from a certain culture, and as much as we come from some cultures, we still have to embrace our cultures and make them something that everyone can relate to. So to me, culture is key, and I've always been doing things concerning culture, and I've also done interviews and stuff. So culture is important. Uh, that's all I can say. Culture is a priority because at the end of the day, I don't know if it's good to use a Swahili language, but we say mwachamila ni mtumwa. Like someone who neglects his or her culture, then that person has been sent by someone else.
Mm.
Amazing. So before we go to the next question, maybe you just tell the world what is Vihiga like right now, now that we have Tiriki culture on our way. Just tell them what is it like right now.
Actually, before I came to the interview, we are from just dancing. In Viga, we love shaking our bodies. It's our gym. We don't need to go to the gym in Viga County. You just dance, 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 and you find that you're just fit. So in Viga County, apparently, there's a circumcision going on, and that's something that we value so much because we take it as serious as such, and everyone is glued to culture. You see now, if you miss if you miss such a thing, you feel like no, 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 things are not okay. We are glued to culture. There's some conversation going on, and everyone, every house, people on the streets dancing to the tunes, doing everything because they're celebrating rite of passage. And it's important. It's a very important culture in Viga County, and we can't let that slide. Yeah.
Mm.
I wish I could be on the streets and show you how people are dancing dressed in some things.
Maybe if you come
Some
out,
funny attire, right?
Yeah.
Tida, maybe if you climb out the tree, you'll be able to do that. Okay, all right. Let's.
I'll try and find you guys a video of people dancing. Yeah, and we are
Yes,
doing this till August.
till August. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You
Yeah,
know, art as a force for change. That's a big deal, right? You using
yeah,
art as
true.
a force for change. And of course, my guest host, she's also a creative, she's also an artist, right? Musician, singer, and
Yeah,
all those things. You're a playwright, actor, spoken word artist, and more. You're doing it all. You're
yeah,
doing it all. And you said
yeah,
earlier that this is a family thing for you. It's a family
yeah,
thing. But it is one thing for it to be in the family. It's another thing to make it become your voice, make it become you,
yeah,
and you
true.
become it. How did that all happen?
Okay. How do I put? Okay. I was, as much as I was brought up in art life, or art oriented family. You see, we value education so much. So as much as my parents are much into art, they always made sure that I'm educated. And now that comes with the challenges because you find, for me, I think I'm the one who carried the whole DNA of art. So it was a struggle between academics and art. Now you find that I'm in school, yes, but I'm still writing. scripts for my colleague students. I'm writing plays, I'm writing poems. So after finishing high school, actually I wrote my first play while I was in Form 2. And the play was marvelous. I remember our drama patron taking my script and saying that we are going to compete with this play at the national festival. So after that, art has been my mode of eating. My art has paid my bills. Art has paid my school fees in college. As much as I'm an artist, I've done diploma in food and beverage. I'm a qualified chef, by the way. So, and it is through art that I managed to pay for my college school fees, and I think art has been there for me, and that's why even after finishing my college, I'm still doing art, and actually is even trying to put me on levels more than what I studied for.
Wow. Well, I think it's time to play another video. All right. And you can tell us about this one.
Hello,
Okay.
Mom. It's your son, Derek. Even though nowadays they call me Tida. Hope this letter finds you well, even as you rest in peace. First of all, receive my kiss. For it's you I missed, then hear me out, please. I am not at ease. Mother, why did you have to leave? Like, why you so naive that you didn't want to leave? And this for me, I can't believe because I dream. Now they're celebrating Mother's Day. As I watch in pain, asking myself questions, was it supposed to be me? Like, why did you go so early that everyone thought you would stay? Even though you're not here, Happy Mother's Day is all I want you to hear. Tida the White is
There's a seriousness
Wow.
about this one. Can you break that down for us?
Okay. That piece is so emotional, and actually, I did it as a freestyle, and it was all about a dedication to my late mother, who passed on when I was still young. Actually, we never had time to bond and know each other, and I even can't remember the face she carried. I only know her through photos. So in that piece, I'm trying to communicate not just to myself, but to every single person out there who never had a position to stay with their mother longer, because you see, when people are celebrating their mothers, it comes with love, it comes with happiness. But now there are some who feel like it's life is not fair. This world took away my mother when it was too early. So most of the time when it's Mother's Day, I'm always emotional. I'm always questioning God. Why did she have to go early? We could have kept her quite longer. But again, you see, they say that we don't question God's work. So as much as it brings some emotions, uh, I always just say, yeah, we have to move on. But it always reminds me of my mom, and how I miss her, because mothers play big role in our lives, and mothers, you see, if it's just for a mother that she will listen to you and cry with you, and still, as much as your dad might put you online, your mother might come in and say, don't be too harsh on him. You see, mothers are love, as much as dad are love, but mother come with special love. Yeah. So that's what I was trying to communicate. I was trying to ask why she left early.
Well, not only did you try, you did it exceptionally well, and we appreciate you sharing that with us. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Jacinta?
Yeah.
Wow. May she rest in peace, Tida.
Amen.
Yeah. So now that you're the founder of the Creative Family Theatre,
Yeah.
how has grassroots theatre served as a platform for raising awareness and sparking change in the community you've worked with?
Okay. I believe art is the fastest mode of communication, because you see, when someone sees something, and I believe uh, 80, if I'm not wrong, 80% of people in this world watch movies. 80% of people in this world watch skits, they watch plays, they watch art. So I believe art is the best mode of communication. They come up with Creative Family. You see now, if I may touch a little bit on Creative Family, Creative Family is a necessary family far from home. That's what I always tell my members. This is a family far from home, whereby we bring in all mode of arts, be it poet, be it even fine art drawing, be it puppetry, be it playwright, singing, anything that has a touch of art uh, is part of us, and that's why I decided to come up with Creative Family Theatre, and we do shows, and we do public awareness. We are not just doing art for entertainment. We are trying to communicate to the society. And that's why in each and every performance we do, I always tell them before the performance, try and make sure that when you get after I've done my performance, or after we are done with our performance, there's something small that you've grasped. If I ask you, tell me, I grasped laughing. You see, when someone says I captured laughing, that person has learned something from art. And we try most of the cases to not just to entertain but to educate. That's why we always call our artistic touch edutainment. We are educating as much as we are entertaining. And you see, our society lacks a lot of education. You find that there is a lot of negligence in our society, whereby people just assume things, and when they assume things, they are idle, and when they idle, they need to be entertained, and when they are entertained, they grasp now the information that they were lacking through that entertainment. So art through Creative Family has been a very big impact. We've done a lot of plays, we've done a lot of skits, and we've done a lot of streets entertainment, and I think so far we've reached to we've created an impact to the society. They know that indeed these guys are trying to do something. And recently we had our previous theater play, which took place on Sunday, on 20th of this month, and it was called Butua. Butua is a Swahili word not a Swahili word, but a Swahili slang to mean surprised. Like you have been caught unaware. That's why we call it Butua. And Butua was all about the effects and the challenges youths are facing in terms of drugs and alcoholism. So we were trying to teach the society the effects of alcohol and drug abuse amongst our youths, and the challenges they carry with. Yeah, so I feel like we are communicating to the society. They are getting something from Creative Family.
Mhm. And it's not just entertainment. You are
Yeah,
informing, you're educating, you're teaching, you're doing all kinds of wonderful stuff. And I commend you for that. Now,
thank
I want you to share one story or
you. Yeah,
transformation you have witnessed among the youth that you have mentored.
yeah. Okay, there is a, if I may share. While in college, there was this. Not I cannot necessarily say a friend of mine, because we were not that much close. Who was going through a lot, and he is the one who made me start doing art specifically for mental issues. So this guy was going through challenges. He had some nights that he went minus a meal, yet he was in college, and his family background was not that much good. So there's this day we are just doing some stuff, open entertainment. We are doing some narration. Then he's seated at a distance and notices that everyone is happy, everyone is laughing. So when he came, he told me, "Hey guys, can I sit with you?" And we told him it's okay, you can sit. So through our stories and laughter, we didn't knew that he was trying to heal out of something. So after that, he followed me and told me, Tida, I always see you guys doing some things in this college, and today I felt touched. I told him, oh, that's great. You can join us if you want to. And he said he's not talented, he's not into art, but he just loves what we are doing. Then when we talked and talked, and he told me that he's going through a lot. If I could just help him 50 bob, 50 shillings, so that he can buy some supper because he had gone on empty stomach for some days, that will play a big value. And I told him, apparently I cannot afford the 50 bob, but I can talk to someone who can help you the 50 bob. So after we helped him, he decided to open up and told us that he was becoming suicidal because of the challenges he was going through. And at some point that shocked us because, someone opening up and saying that life has pushed them to the wall to an extent of thinking to be suicidal, that's very serious. So we decided to hold him hand. As much as he was not talented, we ensured that whenever we were going for our rehearsals, we were with him. Whenever we were going for classes, we could call him and tell him, it's time, let's go. We are coming to pick you. Let's go to class. And luckily, he finished. He finished well. And by luck, God works in miracles. After finishing, he applied for a job, and now he's working. Actually, he has started a family and he's happy. We talk time to time. He tells me, "You guys gave me a second chance in this world. I could have committed suicide, but because of you guys, I'm now happy." Yeah, and that's the thing that keeps me pushing. When I remember that I gave someone hope, I believe that there are a lot of people who needs hope out here. Yeah,
And what a way to reciprocate love, right? Because he showed you love, right? And you in
yeah,
turn gave it all back to him. Wow.
yeah, true.
All right, JC.
Wow. This show is kind of a blessing to me. I'm really learning a lot from Tida, and I'm telling you, it's so amazing. So Tida, you said you're a thespian, at the same time you're a chef, right?
Yeah, I'm a chef. I cook good
So
food.
um, I'm hoping that one day I'm gonna test your food, of course. So when did your passion for cooking begin?
Yeah, okay. For my passion for cooking was brought by my grandmother. My
Wow.
grandmother did home science while she was still in school, and they used to have these merry-go-rounds. Yeah, they used to have merry-go-rounds. In Kenya, we call them chama. And so, in most cases, when her fellow members could come, she could prepare meals. She loves cooking so much, and by then I was still a kid, and so she could tell me, I want you to do this, I want you to help me do this. And I could grow up some interest slowly by slowly. So most of the time when she wanted to cook, she could tell me, come. African moms are very funny. She might be wanting salt. The salt is just there, and you are far away, and still she'll call you and tell you, come and give me this salt. So through that, I got used to her, and I could tell her, hey grandma, what do you want to prepare, and what do you want, so that you may not distract me as I'm playing, in the name of you want me just to give you a spoon. And that way I could learn some menus, I could learn some things. And then just like that, I grew interest in cooking. And I remember there's a time I prepared chapatis and everyone was like, who cooks those chapatis? And she was like, my grandson. And they were, we need the recipe. We need to know how he prepared them. And just like that, I told myself, if they liked my chapatis, how about ugali? How about other meals? And that, just like that, interest came. And when I finished my high school, I said, no, I think I should just go and cook. I want to make people happy. And that's what I studied. And I always tell people I make good food. Meals, I have a brand which I use. It's called Meals by Tida. And on the brand, we say the good food. Yeah, it's just always a good food.
Yeah, you
So,
know, Tida, you are a wise man, and I say that to say that food and entertainment are two things that make people happy. And those are two things that you do very well, right? You feed people, they'll be happy. And then you
yeah,
entertain, and you're doing both. So that shows wisdom on your part. All right, let's play another video here, okay?
yeah, it's okay.
Point of correction, our son. Whose son? He is just bitter of growing up without a dad. Don't worry, you guys will bond.
But the bond is not bonding, Kathy. The bond is not bonding.
Let this bond start bonding as we wait for the other bond to bond.
Indeed, the bond is bonding.
Mother,
Ah! Vata sweatpants sangalia kesho. Tumalizie baby. Hey. Hey.
All right. So, but before you talk to us about that, there's a Chris Ebby. I am happy to be here from my two best friends. Let's give her a big shout out, right?
Wow,
There is
wow.
so Chrisone from Jamaica said, "Love conquers all. This is a life-changing story, and I'm happy that you changed a young man's life by showing up and giving love, support. God bless you." And Elizabeth Sitawa from Kenya, she said, "Tida, you are an inspiration." And I think that is the common theme we're hearing in the comments, right? From folks who are
Yeah.
watching, that this is big stuff, that you're an inspiration. Now, what was that all about? That one script we just watched?
Okay, that was our theater play, and the title of the play at some point will make you wonder what's not happening. The name of the play was Wedding at the Burial. We were bringing some wedding in a burial.
Okay.
And the play was all about the effect of poor parenting amongst our children. You see, when you don't raise your kids well, then in future they'll come to embarrass you, because they might do things that you may not be aware of, or even they might even engage in things that you may not be aware of. And you see, but majorly we try to touch on the issues of deadbeat parenting, whereby you find that a kid is raised without a certain parent. Maybe he is raised by the mom alone. In this case, the boy was raised by the mom alone. And now this thing affected him in life, in his entire life, because he felt like other people have their dads. Why not me? And it's not that my dad is dead. He is still alive. But why is he not coming into my life? And now you see, by the time the dad is coming into this kid's life, it's late. The kid has already created hate between him and the dad. And so we are trying just to communicate to the society on the importance of being there for your kids, and on the importance of trying to, even if you're having issues, those issues should not affect your children, because at the end of the day, the kids are innocent, and they deserve better. So that's what we are trying to bring in the Wedding at the Burial, because at the end of the play, we realize that this thing of deadbeat parenting causes a lot of issues such as incest, whereby in this play we brought a situation whereby the brother goes to the university, and since he went with the mom and the dad went his separate way, the dad started a family, and in the family the dad got a girl, and the girl also went to the university. They have not been introduced together. At the university, they don't know that they are related, but now they start dating. After dating, it brings chaos to the family, it brings curses. So that's what we are trying to do. If you don't put your kids together, they might bring issues, and they might bring some curses that need a lot of praying. Yeah, that's all
Mm.
about wedding at the barrio.
Well, thanks for sharing that, because deadbeat parenting is a problem
Yeah.
everywhere. In Kenya, other African countries, in the Caribbean, in Jamaica, where I'm from, in the United States, where I live, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So it
Yeah.
is a problem, and I'm so happy that you highlighted that. You
Yeah.
highlighted that. Now, let us take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about politics, not politicians. All right. So, again,
Yeah.
you're watching Life Changing Conversations to Inspire Action. My guest is Tida, and my co host is Jacinta. Let us take a quick break and we'll come right back.
I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid. I'm a boy kid, I'm a boy kid. I wake up in the morning and I praise the Lord. I thank Him for His protection, and I walk in His steps, declaring that today's provision is set up for me. I love God and I love my friends. Yeah, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid. I put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth. Cause I know to whom I belong, I am bold for Christ. Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Loving others as He told me to pray for healing, miracles to see, knowing my identity in Christ, He is in me. I am a bold kid, He loves me, standing firm on His word, proclaiming everything I heard, not afraid because He is with me. Be bold. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. Put on my armor and I read His word, blessing come out of my mouth. Because I know to whom I belong, I am bold for Christ. Holy Spirit dwelling within me, carrying His presence wherever He sends me. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid. I'm a bold kid, I'm a bold kid.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Life Changing Conversations to Inspire Action. And today we're inspiring actions with Tida and my co host, Jacinta. All right, so that was the bold kids, right? And I know that's who we're all bold kids, right? Bold in Christ. Now, let's talk politics. We're not going to talk about politicians, right? But politics. Now, let's talk about the power of art and music in terms of a voice, right? How do you view the role of creatives in shaping political or social narratives?
Okay. Art, or rather creative, is the best tool to communicate challenges that we are facing as the society. And you see, in most cases, politicians would prefer, or rather, politics is attached to arts, and art communicates what we are facing in our societies. And what we are facing in our society is an issue that should be solved by politicians, or politics. So you find that when we communicate the challenges we are facing in the society, politicians or our leaders can grab that and see that indeed
Seems like we're having a technical problem again. You know, Tida did say that he is from a village in Viega County where it can be challenging. It can be challenging. So we'll give him some time to come back on because we really want to hear what he has to say. So while we wait for him, Jason, what a conversation we're having here with your friend. And thanks for introducing him and bringing him on the show. We're having a great conversation with him. And I know that the work he's doing there in Vega County, in Kenny, in his village, and not just in his village, but right throughout, Vega County will spread, will grow legs, wings, because it's powerful work. What are your thoughts?
About Tida, I think we are friends because we are working at the community, ensuring that the welfare of the people, either mentally, is catered for through our art. Okay, so I can say that I've attended the 3 shows that Tida has scriptwritten, and it's been amazing. The past show was on Sunday, as he puts it. It was the boudoir, the surprised one. So it had a high number of attendees. Okay, the audience was huge compared to the past 2 shows, which is a plus. And going forward, we might even think of changing the venue to a bigger hall because it's like we are really impacting the creative family. Theater is really impactful in a way that even politicians are looking forward towards working together with them. In the creative CBO, the Creative Family CBO has artists. I'm also part of that CBO, by the way. I'm a member there. So we have artists there, we have dancers, we have fine arts. We have plenty of talents in there. So when you look at the artists who are there, they are being the politicians, of course, in terms of politics is concerned. The politician comes to them, request them to compose songs for them so that they can be played. As Tida puts it, arts really communicate. It communicates to all the ages, the young ones, the youths, old women and women. So when you record a song or put a song about a particular politician, it's heard by very many people in the radio stations. It doesn't matter if you're having a television or whatever. It can be heard everywhere. So I can say that art is really playing a very big role in our society. Yes. So
And,
Tida is really doing a good.
and I'm sure some politicians are leveraging it for their own purpose, of course. But the thing is to leverage it for the good of the people. All right. So let me play another clip here showing Tida in action while we're waiting for him to come back on.
Bulaza corona corona ni kendeke kunivarusha kwa the banga kowe niki kikoma mumede kumwarubaini mumede kukigaka madhigu msunzo makorone konare kweli makwisabe za makono burahe ni sabuni makwikare madara makunikizi amoro getu korona konara mba kunivarusha kwa the banga koweza ready mani kwa kola zihare uza kwa bas kaze habibi hairu nasi obora lati ngotoke ne corona kwa kutiamba kura konara kunabarusha kwa libanga kowe niki kuma kowe nu 40 kowe nu musu karimbuli umudakebere koda ngiri komeda kule kuni corona kwa libanga mbulaza corona kuni gasi niko sembera zizinduma no kukosembela magomia kumanza corona konara dabe na konarize wisaba makono buchima buvura corona olekekirage chobe mulicho ozie riswa.
All right.
I
So
wish, I wish you could hear whatever Tida was talking about here. Like, I think this is a video which he recorded during Corona period, and whatever is on his neck is the traditional medicine that we use here. And he's saying in Luyaland, we are very much for you, Corona, because we're really very prepared with our traditional medicine, you know. And he has mentioned the names of those traditional medicine. It's so funny. So he's telling Corona that we are very much ready for you with this medicine that we're having. So yeah.
well, he's talking about that whole COVID thing, right? And
Yeah.
that homemade medicine and the power in that. All right, let's play one more video. And as we're waiting for him to come back on, and hopefully he will be back on.
Yeah.
Guys, I forgot my earphone. I give me one, yeah. But then I'm sure, no, ilikuwa hapa kwa I is sorry. It's not me, it's the liquor. Guys, I keep my babe at our chon. I have a bodybuilder of a babe. Wait, I give me 40 years to my girlfriend. I can see Bonnie there. I promise. Babe, but bouncer. Wait, he has gone. Babe,
All right, Tida, welcome back, man. There's still some challenges there, and JC,
Yes.
you work together. You and Tida work together, right? You work together. Have you ever done a performance with him? Both of you?
Yeah. I'm part of that cast, but I do BCJ, the background voice, when the play is on. So I have a role as well, but I don't feature on stage. I'm just a background music songbird. Yeah, but we've worked with Tida in different platforms. Of course, in planning some events, in going out for community outreaches, we've worked together, and even in Mudezi and the community, we are also working together. He's also a member there, an official actually. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, Tida, welcome back.
I'm sorry the branch decided to embarrass me. I had
You have no
I had to climb
control.
over that tree.
You have no control over the branch breaking. No control.
I had to climb for another tree.
But it's so good having you back, Tida. We're going to be wrapping up soon. But here's a question for you. Do you believe young people in Kenya today feel represented culturally, politically, economically? And if not, what do you think needs to change?
I think youths or the young people in Kenya have been set aside in terms of political matters. And there is this norm that youths are just used to create an awareness, or youths are just used to pass information, or whenever they want, these politicians want popularity. And that's a thing that youths are trying to get out of. And I think negligence, something affecting our political stature is negligence. They ignore things and think that youths are just there and they have no value to the society, of which it's wrong, because like in Kenya, youths play almost 70% of the Kenyan population. And when you ignore 70% of a country's population, then that's risky and might put a country into a mess. So I think the government or the political state should just How create an ear for the youths, listen to them, because youths are very naive, and once you ignore them, they'll still keep pushing, and more so when they are educated. Handling educated youth is a challenge. They have the information, they know what's right and what's wrong, and these are youth that have gone through the constitution. They know what the constitution wants of them, and so they'll use the constitution against the political class. They use the constitution to request for their rights. That's why it's good for the political class to listen, sit down with these youths, create time, and don't use a third party to listen to the youths. It's very dangerous,
Yeah.
because the third party won't give you the right information the youths want you to have. So it's good to create a one-on-one conversation with the youth, create a platform, give them a listening ear, and that will be a way to go for our country.
Wow, that's powerful. It is misguided to ignore
Yeah,
the voice of the future. It is so misguided. And
yeah.
as someone deeply rooted in community and inclusion, what kind of leadership do you believe Kenya and Africa in general needs right now?
I think the kind of leadership Kenya and Africa in general need is a humanity kind of leadership. And what do I mean by a humanity kind of leadership? This is the leadership whereby you have first of all to question yourself, whatever I'm doing, is it right towards this humanity? Because you see, you might be doing something thinking that it's not affecting you, but that thing might affect not just your kids, but also your generation to come. So I think the best solution that Africa needs is a humanity kind of leadership, whereby you are doing things that if it was done unto you, how will you take it? How would you feel? Let's assume you are not in that leadership seat or in that political power, and you are just a common citizen like any other person. Would you appreciate if any leader did that to you? That's what we should all think about. That's what our leaders should think about. Whatever they are doing, is it safe for our nation? Is it safe for Africa? Is it safe for the globe at large? And when that clicks into their mind, then I think they'll serve our nation with a lot of humanity, with a lot of dignity.
Mm, wow. JC, I'm going to ask a question. I want you to jump in as well. All right. I want you to jump in because you are not only are you the co-host, but you're definitely a voice in Kenya. So both of you, you've always promoted unity, family values, and togetherness. Why do you believe those values are more important now than ever before in Kenya?
Pardon, why do I believe what?
Both of you, you've promoted unity, family values, and togetherness. Why do you believe those values are more important now than ever before in Kenya?
Okay, thank you so much, Doc. Um, I always believe that kindness is free. That is always my slogan as JC. It's always free. So, and also I believe in whatever I do to people is what I expect them to do to me. So there is no way I can disrespect you and I expect respect in return. So I believe that when we are having good values in the society, it is even helping the younger generation to emulate the same thing we are letting out, you know. So I believe good values is it will enhance a better generation in future because the younger generation is looking after us, the youths who are now active, you know. And us as youths, we are looking at the leaders who are leading us right now and the elders who are ahead of us. So if they will let good values, we adapt to them, and those who are below us are also going to do the same. So it's just good because even biblically it's correct to do it. So yeah.
Tida, you want to jump in on that one?
Yeah, I'll just elaborate on JC on terms of doing what you want to be done unto you, because at the end of the day, as much as JC believes that being kind is a necessity, to me, I also believe that humanity is a necessity, because you see, once you have the humanity in you, then definitely you'll create an environment that is safer for everyone, and no one will be scared, because at the end of the day they know that I'm, as much as I'm doing this, I know I'm safe, and nothing is going to tamper with me, nothing is going to mess with my impact or whatever move I'm going to take. So I think once we have the humanity in us and pass that humanity to our fellow generations, then we will be at a better place as a country and as Africa at large.
Mhm. A better place indeed. What do you believe this notion of different tribes? How does that impact what you're talking about? All the different tribes.
I don't think if God is tribal, and so I know it's just by name that we might think that we are from different tribes, but at the end of the day, we are one people, and tribe is just a culture.
Mhm.
Doesn't mean that since these people are practicing this culture, they are different from us. We are all having the same heart, pumping the same blood. I don't think if there is a tribe that is pumping blood that is green, we are all pumping blood that is red. So when you bring in tribalism into issues, and then you are trying to create some enmity or some war that might be very difficult to control, and for us youths that will be a very risky. And I think the good thing is we youths in Kenya have gone away from that, and we mostly say that we are tribeless, because at the end of the day, once you try to bring tribalism into division, then it creates a certain chaos that is unmanageable. So I don't think if there is something called tribe. I feel like it's culture. I feel that we are just sharing different cultures, but we are one people.
So, is it fair to say, Jason and Tita, that there was a time when that was a thing, but now it's in the rearview mirror for the youth, at least?
True, true. While growing up, tribalism was an impact, and I don't know if this is the best platform to say this, but I remember there is someone who told me that they are not allowed to marry from a certain tribe. Reason being, his grandmother told him so. But still, my question was, is that person breathing? Is that person eating the same ugali that you eat? So where is the difference? This thing of tribalism should just be brought to an end.
And JC, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I think to just add on what Ida said, as my song, of course, I will keep on referring to what I wrote, and it talks about we are coming from different tribes, of course. So our tradition it should be the one to bring us together. Whereby, for instance, here in Vihiga we have three tribes. I think four. So the four tribes, we always have one cultural day whereby the four tribes come together, and now we learn from each other. Like for instance, the Banyore learns from Tiriki, the Tiriki learns from the Maragoli,
Like,
Maragoli learns from the Terik, and vice versa. So if we embrace these as Kenyans at large, because this is just happening in Vihiga, but if we embrace this at large, whereby now a particular county is coming together with another county that is different tribes, I think we are going to go far. But as Tina has put it, we are going away from the tribes issue, whereby we as the youth, we've accepted the fact that we are tribeless, we are leaderless. So that's why you're seeing the mandamano, the mandamano in
The-
Kenya. We are trying to escalate the issue of being tribal. And in 2 to 3 years to come, I believe that Kenya will be speaking one voice and we shall live in peace here.
So, a youth in Nairobi and a youth in Vega County, quite a difference, I would imagine, in terms of worldview.
yeah.
Mm. So, what is the frequency or the likelihood that someone growing up in Vega County will visit Nairobi at some point?
You're talking about someone in Viga County going to Nairobi?
Yeah. What's the
Yeah.
likelihood that Nairobi, Vega County is a very rural county, agricultural in nature. Some people will be born there, grow up there, and stay there, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So go ahead.
I think the issue of migrating to urban areas from Vihiga is because they're seeking jobs, because in the village, most of the people are lacking what to 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 do. So maybe they're seeking jobs in the urban, not just maybe, but it's the truth. Because you can't just sit here and wait for manna from heaven to come. So they migrate, of course, to the urban areas to look for jobs. Yeah, and opportunities there. There are a lot of opportunities in Nairobi now that Nairobi is the capital city of Kenya. So we have a lot of business going there. We have a lot of creative industry that has really developed performances and all that. Theater thing that Tida is trying to bring, in Vihiga County. There's so much opportunities there. But also here in Vihiga, if we just structure yourself well and put some strategies, you might not lack what to do. And that's why me and Tida are still here in the village. Reason being, we are innovative, we are creative in our own way. So if we embrace, we as the youth, I'll talk about the youth because that is what matters here. So if we embrace what we have, if we become more creative in a way, if we come together, if we join hands as youths and do groups, register CBOs, join those which are already existing, we cannot fail to find something to do. As far as business, youth in business is concerned, youth in agriculture is concerned, youth in creative industry is concerned, there is really a lot of opportunities. And I believe there is really a lot of opportunities here in our own county and also here in Kenya. Like, you don't need to go travel outside Kenya. Like, there is always a space for everyone. That is, if you just strategize yourself well. Yeah.
I want you to
Maybe
repeat. I want you to repeat something you just said. You don't need to travel outside of Kenya to capitalize on and manifest your life.
yeah.
Yeah. Just to elaborate on what JC has said, for me, I believe that there will come a time where people will be coming from Nairobi to Viga to look for opportunities.
Mhm.
Because I believe Nairobi is congested, and we have now to take these opportunities outside Nairobi, whereby now we don't have to go to the cities to look for these opportunities, but instead let's bring these opportunities into the villages. And that's why even as I started doing theater in Viga County, I told JC I want to do theater the Nairobi way, so that people can relate to what's happening in Nairobi, as much as we are living in a village kind of a place. But still, when someone comes to watch, he questions, is this really Viga, or this Nairobi? This is not Viga. So I believe that it's us to create the opportunities. The challenge we are having is that we have a fixed mind that opportunities are only in Nairobi. No, 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 no. Opportunities are in Viga. The challenge is who is ready to bring them up. And once we decide to come together and bring these opportunities up, then no one will have to go to Nairobi to look for these opportunities, but instead, people will be coming from Nairobi to Viga to look for jobs.
Just to finish on that, the issue of now us going outside Kenya will be we are taking our content elsewhere. And elsewhere is not just Kenya, it's outside. Maybe one time we would be called in Jamaica or the United States to go and do a theater performance, you know. So that way we'll have grown so big. So I just believe that determination, commitment, and sacrifice and resilience is going to make all these dreams come true. It's so bad that you find a lot of you to this Saudi Arabia, you know, they're going to work there. They're really suffering. Some are coming back in Kenya while they are dead and all that. So it's just so sad to hear that. And it's our country leadership that's supposed to like create the atmosphere whereby the youths are very comfortable in their own country and think of expanding the ideas. You know, when you give youths ideas, trust me, you and the platform to do these to exercise the ideas, trust me, you will not find an idle youth. You won't find youths in drugs. You won't find youths committing suicide and all that. So it's just about the cooperation. That's why I said the past interview that I was having in our previous show, I said the policy makers are not supposed to make policy for us. They're supposed to make policies with us. This should include us in these things so that we sail on the same boat. We don't complain later on, you know? Yeah.
You must have a seat at the table where decisions are made. And thankfully, we have you, JC, we have you, Tida, and you will have a seat at that table because that is who you are. All right, so we're running out of time, but Tida, we will have you back on for sure. We'll have you back on. I'm not sure. Is he still on? All right, because it seemed like he's a bit frozen there. But JC, and we want to make sure he's on when we wrap up. But as we get ready to wrap up, do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to share? Anything else you want to add? Unmute. JC, you need to please unmute your phone.
Sorry for that. I was saying that I think I'm going to talk to the parents who are listening to us right now, and the youths who are already parents, and the youths who are aspiring to be parents in future. That how you raise a child determines how they're going to grow up. What kind of values are you instilling in them as young as they are? That is exactly what is going to define who they are in future. You know, so I will just motivate the parents, young parents, and the parents who are out there listening to us through this song. I like singing, of course. I must put an emphasis using a song. So this song is called, it's about Wazazi's parents, and it says that I thank my parents for raising me well. Right now, wherever I am, I can associate well with the people, like anyone who is staying with me, my neighbors and all that. I like my brothers and sisters because I don't find it difficult to adjust to that environment because of the parents. So what this song means, this song was written in 90s, actually, 90s or 80s. It's been sung by the artist who sang that is already dead. So it is just a song which is having it is having an information that is really inspiring us. So that song, I've already talked about it, and it goes like this. Na washukuru wazazi wangu wakati wowote, ushauri wao umeniletea mafanikio mema. Sasa naishi na watu vizuri, sasa naishi na watu vizuri, huku Vihiga wazazi wangu sina ndugu, lakini kutokana na wosia wenu wazazi wangu, nimejiona kama niko nyumbani, ninajiona kama niko nyumbani. Nawashukuru wazazi wangu wakati wowote, ushauri wao umeniletea mafanikio mema. Sasa naishi na watu vizuri, sasa naishi na watu vizuri. Right now, I don't have any difficulties in staying with people because I was raised up with parents who who taught me values and how to associate and live with people. So right now, wherever I am, me as JC, I don't have any difficulties to stay with people. It doesn't matter where you're from, whether you're from Uganda, whether you're a different tribe, it doesn't matter. So that is a question which I'm going to pose to my fellow youths. We are going to be future parents. What kind of parenthood are we going to deliver to our children? Are they going to be proud of our parenthood? Are they going to be proud of us? Are they going to sing the same song that I've just sung? Mm? Praising how the parents raised them. Are they going to sing that song? So I think that is the question that I'm posing to my fellow youths today. Let's try and adjust and be accommodative and know how to stay and live with people. Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you so much. And what a message to send. What a message to send. We're having technical difficulties, and Tida is not on with us at the moment, but he'll come back on. We'll have him back on the show because his story is so big that we have just touched the tip of it. So, what a journey this has been. For me here, it's the afternoon in Atlanta. For you here, you're into the nighttime. You're into the nighttime. Now, I know Tida is not here, but I still want to say thanks to Tida for opening his heart and sharing his story. Not just as an artist, but as a human being who's chosen to create light from struggle, unity from difference, and hope from hardship. His voice is a reminder that art is not just an expression, it is transformation. And in every role he's ever taken on, whether on stage, in the kitchen, or in the community, he's modeled what it means to live purposefully and lead with love. So we truly appreciate him. And I see he's trying to log on. Now to you, Jacinta, my amazing guest host. And it seemed like before I ever go there, let me see if we can bring Tida on. See, is he on? We'll give him a chance to talk if he can hear us. Tida, can you hear us? Yeah, well, he's coming back on, and I know he will. Before we're done, he will get an opportunity to say something. Now, to back to what I'm saying to Jacinta. Thank you for your insight, your thoughtful questions, and for the way you bring out the heart behind every conversation that you had with us tonight. Your presence elevated this discussion, and we are better for it. Now, to our audience, our community, I just want to say thanks for showing up and showing up in numbers, for leaning into stories that challenge, inspire, and expand us. And that's what we experienced tonight. I want us to let today serve as a reminder that no matter where you come from, your voice matters. Your journey is important. And yes, you have the power to spark change right where you are. Jacinta, I hear you say that, and Tida
Yeah,
Tida reinforced it that you want to
can you
bring it.
hear me? I can hear you though. The trees are embarrassing.
The tree is fine, and you're fine. Nothing is
Can I
embarrassing.
be heard?
We can hear you. We can hear you. We can
Am
hear
I
you.
am I audible?
We can hear
Yes,
you.
Tida, we can hear you.
Do you want to make a closing statement? If you can hear us, you can do that. All right, while we're waiting for Tita, I just want to let anyone who's listening or watching or will watch this show that let today serve as a reminder that no matter where you are or where you come from, your voice matters, that you are important, you're significant, and you have the power to spark change right where you are. This show, Life Changing Conversations to Inspire Actions, is not a show, it is a movement, it is a call to action. So until the next time, we ask that you keep creating, you keep believing, and you keep showing up for life, for the life you're meant to live. I'm going to now bring Tida back on because I can see him. Tida, here's your opportunity. Welcome back. Here's your opportunity to make a closing statement. What do you want to say? I think we lost him again. All right, so we'll bring him on another time. Jacinta, can you take us out with a song?
Tida, are you still there? We wanted you to give us your final remarks, maybe, before we end the show.
Yeah, we're gonna move on though, because I think we're having it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think we've lost him again. So, I think I'm going to sing a song as a parting shot. This is a song sung by Tatiana Manois. It's called Helplessly. Yeah. It's not that easy with you here, but I know I want you to stay. See, this could be a seed a few years, but just let me you like to stay. It's like every day I'm kicking rocks. I could fly away, but you come here to come, please stop. How do you manage to keep me going? But somehow you keep me from going. See, you distract me, but I'm distracted without you. I don't know how to focus, baby, teach me how to. How do I get you in my head? Love. And I gotta go sometimes, but you're always on my mind. You're not helping me, baby. You're not helping me, baby. But I lost sleeplessly for you, for you. You're not helplessly, baby. You're not helping me, baby. But I lost for you. So pour me a cup. I need to wake up. I need me some love. Now give it to me. Cause everywhere I go, I will follow you. Give me all of me, give me all of you. I gotta go sometimes, but you're always on my mind. See, you distract me, but I'm distracted without you. I don't know how to cope, cause baby, teach me how to. Cause I'm standing still again. Whoa.
Right. I think that's
Yeah.
a good place to call it. All right. So thanks everyone for joining us today on Life Changing Conversations to Inspire Action. My guest was Tida, founder of Creative Family, and my co-host was none other than Jacinta Dize, the Rumba gal, and she did it tonight. All right. So we'll be back next week on Life Changing Conversation with another guest, and we're focusing on the young people, the youth. That's what we're focusing on. All right, so we're out.
We've all had moments that break us down, searching for light when the world spins round. But in those cracks, the purpose is born, a new way to live. when the old is torn. It's more than a story, it's the rise from the fall, a place where your purpose starts to call. With Dr. Stephenson, wisdom takes flight, turning your pain